so now that we're finally back with all this, yeah, we're starting part one. So this is where all the different storylines converge. As you notice, because for instance, we got Voltus over there, we got World 2, World 1, and World 4 max right there. This is the start of the game's true story, Chapter 1, Part 1. Unfortunately, we ended with World 4. Not World 4, sorry, we ended with World 2. Hmm. We'll stick with Meg. Yeah, this feels right. Dang, I'm an idiot for that. Alright, let's go through with it. Dang. So unfortunately, we're going through on the World 2 version of it since of the 4 initial worlds, I believe World 2 was the one we ended with. They went with World 5 and World 6. So let's go through with this and finish this. Once it hits to, loading. Okay, finally. Ugh. You okay, guys? Yeah, somehow. What in the world happened? Hey, take a look around. W where are we? We're not in Tokyo 3 anymore. Uh, oh man, so we really did it. Meg, didn't you mention something about a space distortion phenomenon? Does that mean we... What about the Darion? Where's Dito? Over there. Uh, uh... Are you okay, Didarion? Y yeah. Thank goodness. Wait, what happened to the Titans? I don't see them. Yeah, there's no trace of them. Oh, sorry, there's no one around. Is what Guy says. Yeah, there's no trace of them. Same as before then. Not all of us who were there got sent to the same place. Tours, situation report. All units are in good condition, including the Darion. However, there is no reading on the two Titans. And on the space we're currently within, there is no horizon of gravity. It's similar to outer space, but there is breathable air. A place like this has air? How large is it? I can't tell, sir. Well, at least it doesn't sound like the afterlife. Dr. Akagi, would you share your opinion on the matter? Perhaps it's a kind of subspace. Subspace? Didarion, Maguru Diamond, and Yuna Dawson all come from a parallel world, correct? Yeah, that's right. Then we already have proof that different worlds exist, with the methods to travel through them. That is to say, the space-time leaps. So I believe this is a space between those parallel worlds. High energy heat sources approaching. Dead ahead, 2 units. Is it the Titans? Their size is different. They're a battleship class. All units, prepare to intercept. Ready all guns. Are those battleships? We don't have any data matching them. They aren't showing any signs of attacking. Order all units to keep on standby. Roger. Ah. Hey, that machine. Isn't it just like the strike? Heh, it certainly is. So they have mobile suits too? And a bunch of other machines as well. Check it out, Huma. Doesn't that robot give you the same vibe as Combattler V? Yeah, but I don't know anything about that one. Wouldn't that make them also? Judging by the circumstances, I'd say yes. Attempt to make contact with them. Yes, ma'am. Captain, there's a transmission coming in from the ship ahead of us. Put it through. This is Maru Ramius of the Earth Alliance, captain of this ship, the Archangel. We do not wish to engage. Please state your affiliation and the name of your ship. Alliance? Not the Federation. They very well could be. I am Bright Noah, Captain of the Earth Federation Londo Bell flagship, Rock Highland. Captain Maru... I'm sorry, it's just so funny and awesome at the same time. Captain Maru Ramius. We also have no desire to engage in hostilities. However, there's something I must ask. What is the Earth Alliance? I'll be frank with you. We are from a different world than your own. We were sent here from a parallel universe. I am assuming something happened that caused you to come here unwillingly? Quite right, Captain. As a matter of fact, the ship next to ours, this Ribby, also arrived here from their own separate parallel world. What do you say to the meeting, where we can begin exchanging information? Yes, I accept your proposal. We only just now arrived in this space, however. Then let's start with the conference between representatives of each ship. Understood, Captain. Alright, hold on. We gotta scroll straight through. Dang, there's so many different versions of this. Oh yeah, it makes sense because it's based on the last world. So that does make sense. Alright, so now we're at the briefing room. But yeah, each world has its own version. I should have done World 4, since World 4 is the coolest one. After talking it over with representatives from each ship, it was decided that I, with the longest military career, will have overall command of our forces. I look forward to working with you all in the future. To start us off, the Lieutenant Colonel of this ship, Miss Misato Katsuragi, will give a brief explanation of each world's situation. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Misato Katsuragi. At present, we are aware of the existence of no less than 8 parallel worlds. For the sake of inconvenience, I'll classify them as 4. World 1 is a world where the Underground Empire, the Campbellians, the Jamatai Empire, and demons. I love how they have all these special things that's like, and demons. Like it's nothing. Invaded Earth. In World 2, while the Earth Federation government is in power, a space immigrant censored faction which strongly opposes them continues to fight them even now. Aliens known as Bozonians, machine life forms known as Zonders, and hostile entities known as Angels also threaten the world. World 3 is where Earth Alliance is currently at war with space colony nations known as Plants. However, it should be noted that the Archangel has come to this space from a different parallel world than that one. The last world. World 4 is a world where the Earth is ruled by multiple economic blocks, while under the watchful eye of the peacekeeping organization Gallahorn. I love how she's smiling while doing this. It's just too funny. Also like the Archangel, the Tekkadan group entered this space through a different parallel world than that one. That concludes the explanation of each world. I guess there aren't any worlds out there living in peace. The main similarities between our worlds are as follows. With a few exceptions, we are all humans who come from the Earth. Next is that each world utilizes some form of mobile weapon, and each world is currently embroiled in a major war or other special situation. There are other minor similarities, such as the existence of Gundams in multiple worlds. Roughly summarizing, each of us were a non-standard force in our respective worlds. That's exactly what our super robots were in our world. Do our world's commonalities have anything to do with us all being sent to this space? There's a good chance that it does, but for now, the best we can do is make educated guesses. Is there a way out of this space? Seeing as there was an entrance, I'd like to believe there's an exit, but if there is, we haven't found it yet. If there isn't, then that would mean we'd be stuck here forever. And that's no laughing matter. There's some things I gotta take care of back in our original world, so we gotta get back there. I need to hurry back to Module 77. Yes, I'm sure everyone here has their own set of circumstances and needs to return to their world as quickly as possible. That's why our immediate goal is to find a way to break out of this space, which we'll now refer to as a boundary space. But how do we do that? We don't even know what caused us to end up in this space to begin with. Actually, there's one thing we do know of. You mean Dido. You can hear the... oh yeah, names like that, blah blah blah. You can hear the details from her. I'm a Guru Diamond from the same world as Dido, and he was discovered in an alien battleship that drifted to our Earth a very long time ago. He's actually a Titan, a giant weapon called Didarion. He's a Titan? Then is it the same how I turn into Steel Jeeg? Simply put, Dido transforms into Didarion. A human turning into something the size of a Musu or bigger. Yeah, I can't say I really get how that works. Who made Darian and for what? Why he came to Earth and why he could turn into a Titan? We don't know the answers to any of that due to his memory loss. The organization I'm with spent a long time investigating him, and we still could not figure out the details. What we are sure of is that he can perform a space-time leap. Although he has the ability to open gates to different worlds, he can't use it of his own free will. We should also mention that not everyone arrived here through a space-time leap with the Darion. Everyone that wasn't with him was pulled into a sphere of light that appeared from thin air, at least once or twice, eventually leading them to the boundary space. Did these light spheres appear by chance, or was it caused by someone intentionally? If so, then for what reason did they choose the targets? Did oh, for what reason did they choose the targets? Okay, that's why it's spelling error. Anyways, did they to leap through space-time? Why did they ultimately choose to send us to the boundary space? All of this is unknown to us. But at least we can rule out it being some kind of natural phenomenon. But it definitely doesn't seem like something a human could do. So what? It was an act of God? Or maybe it was the devil. If those things even exist, that is. Devils do exist. But they're called demons. Oh yeah. I guess that's actually a thing in your world, huh? If the spirits of light were made by someone, wouldn't they have some kind of connection to Darion and those other two titans? We can't deny that's a possibility. But it wouldn't do us any good to ask Darion anyways, not when he has amnesia. Oh, look at Colin looking all amazing. Sorry. We currently only know of two ways we can escape from the space. Wait for one of the light spheres to reappear, or we try to have Didarion, use his space-time leap ability. But there's no guarantee we return to our original worlds. Exactly. Even if Didarion opens a gate, we have no idea if it'll be connected to one of our worlds. Light spheres may actually be a more reliable method. But we don't know enough to just assume that. Yes, and we can't even be certain another light sphere will appear at all. All we really know is that there are a lot of things we don't know. Our best option will be to pool our knowledge and technologies together to investigate Didarion ourselves, and maybe figure out some way to activate his space-time leap ability. That is, if you don't mind, Dido. It's fine. I want to know more about myself as well. Then it's decided. And with that, I'd like everyone to remain on standby in their respective ships. You never know what might happen in this space. That concludes the meeting. It's Katsuragi. Would it be alright if me and Hyoma's group stay on the Rock Island? Fine by me. Since we're here, why don't we try sightseeing in the Parallel Worlds battleship? You come with, Sosuke. Since we've been given orders to stand by, we should return to the Archangel immediately. That's right. We all know you just wanted to hit on the girls in the ship anyways. Hey Orga, you sure you want that Bright Noah guy as head honcho? I guess. Looks like he's had a lot of experience with this sort of thing. You're not kidding. Dude, Bright's in like every single game just about. But no matter what world we're in, I'm not about to trust a soldier so easily. I won't follow any orders that'll hurt Tekkadan. Damn straight. Not everyone here is a soldier. We may be in a state of mercy after all, ending up in the boundary space, but getting everyone to work together isn't going to be easy. I should talk to Captain Bright about encouraging some cultural exchange between the different worlds. We'd all benefit to better understand one another. Younger kids will need it, Shinji especially. This is why Misato is best girl. It's a bit of a stretch. Maybe I can get Lieutenant Amuro to help me out with that. And now we're at the hangar. So does that mean we have to go to the other ships? Why do we gotta do that? It's cultural exchange to deepen mutual understanding, they said. How cute. Well, we don't really have anything to do, so it should be fine. They said even this ship's ace pilot, Lieutenant Amuro Ray, is touring the other ships too. Even the important guys are doing it, huh? I, for one, want to see the other world's robots for future reference. Show! I want to go too! The people that stayed on other ships are going to be surprised when they see you. That's explain it every time, you know. But I have you here to do that. Give me a break. Yeah, probably not going to be easy to explain my deal either. But man, to think the other worlds had super robots too. Like, check out that black one. It's even got a cape. That'd be Black Getter. That's the super robot Real Madagari pilots. Who are you? I'm Guy Shishio. I'm the commanding officer for a mechanized unit belonging to an organization called GGG. I'm Miyu Uzuki. We look forward to working with you from here on. And I'm pleased to meet you all as well. I'm Hiroshi Shiba. I don't mean to be rude, but judging from your figure, are you a cyborg by any chance? That's right, I had an accident of sorts some time ago. I see. I just so happen to be one as well. So my father created this machine body for me that puts us in a similar situation. What machine do you use? I transform into Steel G's head. Then Michi uses her big shooter to send out the torso and limbs. After that, the parts combine. Interesting. It's a lot like my Gagagar, where the limbs combine with the core section. I've heard that Gundams have a lot in common too, even though they come from different worlds. Yeah, there's this one machine. It was super similar to our Combattler V too. It was Voltus 5, wasn't it? Voltus 5 is a bit different. Instead of pronouncing it V, it's 5. It does use the same kind of energy as us though. Oh, speak of the devil. Here comes the Voltus team now. Everyone, let's just introduce ourselves again. I'm the Voltus team's leader, Kenichi Go. Ippei mine, I pilot the Volt Bomber. Dajiru Go, nice to meet you. And I'm Yoshi Go. Daijiro and Hiyoshi are my brothers. For being brothers, you really don't look alike. Come on, Jam, don't be rude. I'm Megumi Oka. I pilot the Voltlander. Once again, I love how they modernized the what's called the character designs. It's our turn. Yeah, it's our turn then. I'm Combattler V's main pilot, Yoma Aoi. And these are my merry band of friends. You wait just a minute there. I don't like the way you said that. I agree. That was much too rude. Oh, come on. If we draw this out, it'll take forever. Well, he's got a point. If we take time to explain everything, we'll be here till the sun comes up. The hell are you talking about? There's no sun here. Ah, also a good point. Anyways, as a fellow pilot of a super electromagnetic, energy-powered 5-man machine, it's nice to meet you. Yeah, same here. We're at the Archangel's Hall. Huh, so that's what's been going on now. Affirmative. We're currently searching for a method to escape from this space. That's not going to be easy to do, is it? Of course, it'd be a problem if we couldn't find a way out. That is true. It's definitely going to be hard finding a way out. But oh well. Never thought I'd end up going to a parallel world. It's a parallel world. Yeah, it's two different parallel worlds in my life. Man, what's going to happen to us after all this? That's a good question. I know what you mean. How long will it take to get back to my beloved everyday school life? Well, hey, what happens twice happens thrice, they say. Maybe we're due for another jump. Maybe we can kiss this freaky space goodbye. Don't get ahead of yourself, Kurtz. It's not a good idea to raise everyone's hopes with wishful thinking in a situation like this. Just a little relaxing conversation. Kaname's a civilian. You don't want her to be scared out of her mind. Heck, even Millie and the others here were civilians not too long ago. I appreciate it, Kurt. Yeah, Kurtz? Say, where's Kira anyways? No idea. He's probably in his room with Flay. Sounds about right. Too bad there was someone I wanted to introduce him to. Well, not like the virus can go storming into Kira's room. Yes, and I'd rather not intrude into his private affairs. Honestly, I want to see if Mikazuki meets Setsuna. I wanted to meet him to better gauge this ship's fighting power. Guess I'll just have to wait for another opportunity then. Um, are you guys from the parallel worlds? That's right, I'm Mamoru Ray, and he's Shinji Ikari. Lieutenant Amuro here is an ace that's been piloting Gundam since he was young. Hmm. So is this boy a Gundam pilot too then? Huh? No, not him. He was a normal student until a few days ago, so he's not quite used to the atmosphere of a squad. I heard this ship had a lot of civilians, former or otherwise, so I brought him along for a change of pace. Oh, you're a student? Yes, I'm second year. I'm a second year in middle school. Guess that makes you our junior then. I'm Koname Chidori, second year in high school. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. And this unsociable clod is Sergeant Sosuke Sagura. I belong with Mithril, a naval operations organization in the West Pacific Ocean. Aboard the submarine vessel Tuatha. Yeah, your explanation's taking so long. He's a mercenary for a group called Mithril, and he goes to my high school so he can act as my bodyguard. Bodyguard? Let's just say I'm sort of a special case. Of course, when we're at school, Sosuke is just a big troublemaker and couldn't be further from a bodyguard. I ended up being the one to take care of him. You should be accurate when relaying information, Chidori. I did not make trouble. I only acted in the best interest of protecting you and the entire student body of... That had to hurt. Oh, shut it. Can you begin to list all the trouble you've made for me? Yeah. Uh-oh, there they go again. They're gonna be it for a while, so just leave them alone for now. Right. The people on this battleship are lively. Sorry for making such a racket as soon as you stopped by, Lieutenant. It's no problem at all. Back when I was just a pilot, I was on a ship that felt just like this one. That ship, White Base, was full of ex-civilians, just like the Archangel. So you've been through the same deal as us, huh? And here I thought the Archangel was the only standout ship. But unlike this ship, there's only one Gundam in the White Base. Well, our Gundams are with celestial being, which is from a different world originally. Yeah, a different world. Originally, Archangel only had the strike. Even so, that still makes this a ship with deep ties to Gundams. I want to ask you something. What exactly is Gundam in your world? My world? What do you view Gundam as? This is like a dream come true. Setsuna asking Amuro what a Gundam is to him. Speaking literally, they're high-performance mobile suits still used by the First Federation. They've played a big part in history on a number of occasions, so most people know of them. But in the end, it's just a single weapon. One Gundam can't determine the fate of a war. Although, I don't know if I can say the same for the Unicorn. So the Gundams made for battle in our world were constructed with an entirely different concept behind them. I see. Let me ask you something. What is Gundam to you? Gundam is not just a weapon. I am Gundam. Setsuna. What? What did he mean by that just now? Don't ask me. Jeez, that Gundam maniac. He just says what he wants and goes off. I take AC's Gundams as something special. I prefer if you didn't think that all the Gundam Meisters were like Setsuna. I see. Setsuna Seiei, as well as Kira Yamato and Mikazuki Agus. Why is it the Gundams are always entwined with the destiny of young boys, even in different worlds? Finally! We're in finally, the Isaribi. So this is Gundam Barbatos. In our world, Gundam is a name given to certain mobile suit frames. This guy was used in the Calamity War, 300 years ago. 300 years ago? Mobile suits can stay maintained for that long? Well, it did take it did take a lot of world. Dang it, hold on everybody. That's the downside to being an adult, is when work interrupts or anything just about. Oh well, let's get back to it though. Well, it did take a lot of work to restore it. The names and appearance might be similar, but there's a big difference on what's on the inside of our Gundams. Maybe, but maybe that's why it has this ominous, intimidating air about it, like a force that won't let anyone approach. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to say anything bad about Barbatos. It's fine. It's natural since mobile suits are meant to fight. Did Banagher... Yeah, did Banagher sense something from Barbatos? If that's his sensitivity at work, then... So, what's that thing on your back? It's the Alaya Vinyana. Alaya what now? With it implanted in his spinal cord, that allows nanomachines to simulate his brain's spatial awareness. Basically, the system allows him to process information through his mobile suit directly through his brain. That sounds like enhancement surgery. It's supposed to be outlawed, but a lot of human debris and kids like him get the but a lot of human debris and kids like him get the live treatment done to them because of their owners. Owners? And what are human debris? Orphans that are brought and sold for chump change. To pirates and PMCs in particular. They like to buy them up and use them for battle. That's just the kind of world we live in. But we're still going back there. We'll get back there and rise to the top together with the rest of Tekkadan. Right, Mika? You're very positive, aren't you? I just do whatever the org decides to do. I see. Also, Barbatos isn't the only thing out of the ordinary here. You got the red and blue one over there, and the green one there too. The bigger one is the Valvrave. The smaller ones are the Laser and the Scope Dog, and these two aren't exactly machines from Earth. I heard about those two. Were you surprised to find out that aliens really exist? No, actually. Our world has come under attack by aliens as well, the Bosonians. Miss Yuki Nojo, we wanted to speak with you about our machines. Before that, let me introduce you. These are the Rock Island's mobile suit pilots, Camille, Banagher, and Four. Good to meet you. Likewise, I'm Albatro no Eiji Asuka. I'm Haruto Tokushima. Chirika Kubi. They call you aliens, but you really aren't any different from us. Oh, well, I'm an earthling more or less. What's this feeling? What's this feeling? Something about him makes me feel uneasy. Is something wrong? Oh no, it's nothing. Did they notice what I... No, there's no way. Goes over for Eiji. He's half Kratos, half Earthling. Living proof that even if they're born on different planets, they're still the same as humans. But even still, a war is about to break out. A war's about to break out between those two planets. That's why Kane's that solar system. To warn everyone on Earth about them. Is Chiriko Gradosian too? No. I'm a human with the Gilgamesh Confederation. A mercenary. Gilgamesh? It's one of the two dominant powers in a galaxy called Astragius. They fought the opposite side, the Beleriand Union, many times. I used to be part of them. Then how'd you end up on Grados? The development of habitable planets within the Astragius galaxy has reached its limit. That's why Gilgamesh and Valoran both officially decided to obtain new territory. It was around that time they advanced into a different galaxy and made first contact with Grados. However, they chose not to engage Gilgamesh or Valoran. After each side considered the military strength each possessed, they agreed to a non-aggression pact. Now, Kratos and Gilgamesh are amicable towards one another, with people coming and going freely between the two. Then a collaborator of Age's father requested that I escort him to Earth. So you not only come from a parallel world, but from a different galaxy too. Sounds like you come pretty far. No kidding. Feels kinda stupid that those of us living on Mars thought the Earth was far away. It's the same for those of us that live close to Earth too. The idea of a massive military force waging war with us in a far-off galaxy just sounded nuts. From what I can tell, you don't look like a soldier. You're right. I lived in Module 77, in something called the Dyson Sphere. It's kind of like what you would call a space colony. I was an ordinary student there at Sakimori Academy, but everything changed when the Dorjian nation attacked. Then I ended up fighting on that red machine over there, the Valvrave. That's a lot like how it happened for me in Banagher. Yeah, I'm also a student at an industrial vocational school, but I stopped being human when I became something like a Kamitsuki, based like a Holy Spirit. Naruto's Valvrave is something of a hot topic where we come from. We don't know much about the machine ourselves, but a whole bunch of people are after it. Hmm. Hold on, everybody. The adult life, it still stops me once again. Yeah, it's a hot topic. We don't know much about the machine ourselves, but a whole bunch of people are after it. Misato Katsuragi, anyways, Misato Katsuragi talked about it during the briefing earlier. The thing's got some unusual power to it. Feels a lot like the unicorn, with so many people targeting it. It's just a coincidence that so many people with complicated circumstances have ended up in one place, or now in the mess hall. Okay. It's great to see you've all been doing well. I didn't think... No, it really is the same lines. I didn't know what to think when Meg and everyone else were taken to parallel worlds, but I'm so glad to see you all again. But as for Eunice and the others who were also there, that girl and others are safe. Only thing you can do is believe. Yeah, still, I'm glad we were all able to meet like this. But wow. Hmm. I never would have expected Didarian to take on a human form. Someone called him Dido in this form, though he doesn't really know who that someone is. His amnesia is the same as ever, I see. Mysteries multiply. Didarian, or rather Dido, been thinking of the possibility you orchestrating all this parallel world looping. That's understandable. Oh dang, Renalia is just mean. But since you fought to protect Meg and the others, I'll trust you for the time being. We're gonna need Dido's help if we're ever gonna go back to our original world. Agreed. Got it. Maybe this will help close the distance between Dido and the others. By the way, Meg, when will they begin examining me? They're still getting ready for it. I'd say at least maybe 2, maybe 3 hours. I see. Huh? What's wrong? I'm feeling, I'm feeling something. It couldn't be those Titans, could it? No, this is different. Meg, is Zito with you? Yeah, but he just started acting strange. Just like we thought. What does that mean? A moment ago, a mysterious ball of light appeared in front of our ship. Hmm. In the bridge of the Rockheim. It's been an hour since we sent drones into the gate. Not a single one's made it back. Something must be happening to them on the other side. Probably. I wasn't expecting this to happen so easily. It may not be an accident that the drones haven't come back. Someone could be deliberately shooting them down. Judging from those reactions, I'd say it's pretty likely that it's connected to another world. I was just thinking that. There's no guarantee that the gate will stay open forever, right? And based on how the light spheres have been appearing thus far, it's not too crazy to assume that this is all being done intentionally by someone. Someone, huh? Of course, it's possible that someone doesn't actually exist. Okay, I'm muting this. But yeah. Anyways, of course it exists, but I think this is a kind of a message to get us into the gate. I agree with him on that. Fortunately, we've got no shortage of firepower. I don't know what we can expect on the other side, but staying here isn't going to improve our situation any. Captain, the captains of the other ships are contacting us. Put them through. Orgaitska here. My groups agreed that the Isiribi will plunge into the light sphere. There's nothing we can do staying here, so we're willing to take a chance on going in. Those of us on the Archangel are of the same mind, Captain Bright. Understood. Then once all ships have finished preparations, we'll embark into the light sphere. Yeah, got it. We understand, sir. There's no telling what could happen from here on out. I'll be counting on you all. Of course, Bright. Oof, all this dialogue. Captain, the Archangel and the Isiribi have reported in. They finished their preparations, sir. Understood. And the gate? No changes as of yet. Alright. Notify all ships. We will now enter the gate. Rock out to Archangel and Isiribi. Begin your advance. Repeat. Begin your advance. Will we go back to our original worlds, or... Bro, with all that dialogue, we're ending this part. That is too much. That's enough. Alright, thank you all for watching and listening to my stupid voice, as well as interruptions for my job because I'm an adult. Thank you all. Goodbye.